Hey yo, what's good? I go by the name of Stealth the Producer, and we are back with another video, man. Today I will be breaking down a Mozzy type beat, kind of like something you would hear like in the Northern California, Sacramento area. You know what I mean? One of those type of vibes. I definitely like this beat, so I kind of wanted to break it down, show you how I got from point A to point B. I do feel like it's one of them slaps that you could hear Mozzy on, or like a Northern California artist, Sacramento artist or something like that. We're gonna get straight to it. Mozzy type beat. This one is called Trust Nobody. Let's go. All right, so with this type of beat, like these type of beats are normally dark, so you wanna go minor key. So I started this beat with the piano, like I said, in minor key. And like I said in the last video, if you watched the last video, how you see the beat arranged up here is not how I actually made it. So I'm just gonna go step for step how I made it from start to finish. So I started this beat with a piano out of Keyscape. The preset that I used was LA Custom C7 Cinematic. It really kind of had that feel that I was looking for. That's kind of the feeling I wanted to build this beat around. It was like a really dark feel, like I said. So the keys kind of gave me that feel off the rip. Like I said, it is in a minor key, C sharp minor. So yeah, that's what this is in right here. So basically this is how it started right here. BPM 86. You kind of want to have the BPM kind of high, but not like, for this type of beat, you don't want to like super fast, but you kind of want to pay a good pace to it so they can kind of tell their story and get a good flow of it. Like I said, real dark sounding pianos. The chords are kind of dark sounding, kind of some storytelling chords, you know what I mean? All right, so then what I did was, a lot of times when I'm doing my pianos, because I play my stuff, I don't really draw my stuff. And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll put their melody and their chords on the same playlist, but how I do it is I just play it separately, just because it's just easier for me that way. But you could do that, and then you could just make unique and then cut out your chords on one or cut out your melody in the other. But the way I did it, I play my melody on another channel rack. I'm gonna play the melody first and I'll play it with the chords. Because the chords are so dark, I kind of wanted to have something up top to kind of give it more of a melodic brightness. But in the frequency range, you want to have something kind of up there to complement the lower end of the chords. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. Kind of give it like a top melody. All right, so from there, I'll play the melody with the chords. So it kind of already has that feel, you know what I mean? You kind of know, just hearing that, you kind of know where I'm going with the beat, you know what I mean? Kind of one of those dark storytelling joints. All right, so what I did from there, I went to the clap. Vibe, you know what I mean? You can already feel the rock to it, feel where we're going with it. And then from there, we added the hi-hat. Really simple pattern. Real simple pattern. I kind of already know where I'm going with this at this point, so I added a crash at the top, you know what I'm saying? The first bar and the fifth bar. All right, so yeah, I kind of already got the vibe. Now it's just about building around what I have. The feel of where I'm going is already there at this point, so now we just continuing to add. So now we're just continuing to build up and continuing to add sounds. I added the kick after that. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, the feel of the beat is already there. Now we're just building up. Like once I did the chords and the melody, and that's the thing with most beats, like once you have like that main sound, it's just about building around the main sound and the main vibe and the feel of the track that you have, you know what I mean? All right, so from there, like normally I add like the 808 last, but I just went straight to it. So I layered the 808 underneath the kick. And so when you slapping this beat, like the 808's not like overbearing, because I play the bass that I'm gonna let you hear later. But the 808's kind of giving it that underneath foundation, you know what I'm saying? The underneath bottom that the track needs, you know what I mean? And it keeps it kind of like that dark feel. It still feels like something dark, you know what I mean? Boom. It's like a rumble underneath there, you know what I mean? So all right, from there, now we just filling in. So I added some Perk sounds, just some zaps and some sticks. You know what I mean? Just to fill the beat up. And then after that, I added an open hat to kind of give it a little more bounce. But I kept it really, normally I have a hat every bar, but I did it like every other bar. Oh, I do have another perk up here too. Another percussion sound. Just more stuff to fill up the beat, make it sound more full, you know what I mean? From here, I wanted to add a transition sound, so I added a reverse triangle. So I'm gonna play that real quick. You know what I mean? Going into the crash, it kind of gives it like something's coming, like an epic feel, you know what I'm saying, to the beat, just building it up. So now we have a beat that pretty much somebody could rap over, but now it's just about building up a hook, building up the vibe of the beat. And so we weren't done here. So, I mean, with a beat like this, you gotta add the vocals, right? So I added the vocal chop from the Studio Link vocal runs, and this is from the Combo Vox Highlight minor. So here's what I did with that. I'm gonna solo that and play it for you. Woo. And I just found that, and to me, it just fit in the track perfect. It was in the same key. It fit the pace and the vibe of what I was going for with the beat, so I kept that. All right, so again, like I said, with the vocal chop, with a beat like that, you gotta have the vocals. You gotta have the bass on the beat like this as well. So I opened up Omnisphere, got my Trillion going, and I used a Steve Land Wondrousness bass and kind of just mess with the cutoffs, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Kind of give me the feel that I needed. So here's the bass that I use. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear that bass, right? I took a lot of the lows out because we have the 808, and you don't want the 808 and the bass clashing, but they sound really good together. So I'm gonna play this bass with the 808 right here. You know what I mean? Nothing's clashing. The frequencies are in their own lane, you know what I mean? So we EQ some stuff. So I took highs out of the 808 and I took lows out of the bass so they can kind of sound good together. And then I'll play the kick with that too, so you can kind of hear the foundation of the beat together. So as far as the mix, everything kind of has its own space, you know what I mean? Nothing's really clashing with each other. So from here, I'm thinking, how can I make this sound even bigger, right? So I added some string stabs to kind of give it like an orchestral feel. And I'm following the same chords that I use on piano. So with that, I want to layer those strings with a higher octave, and this is what I came up with. So I'll play the higher octave and I'll play them together. And then this is together with the lower octave. So sticking with the orchestral feel, I wanted to add some timpani drums to kind of finish out the 8-bar loop. So you can going into the verse or going into the hook, it just sounds kind of just epic, like going into that next part of the beat. And it's like, ooh. So you can kind of hear the first note right there. You know what I mean? So it's kind of dark, West Coast. But then it has like the orchestral feel with the strings and the timpani drums, right? And then from here, just like the last piece I was telling y'all, if you watch my other videos, I kind of use the same sweep. So you have the strings, the timpani, the sweep, and that the reverse triangle, kind of giving it that feel when it goes into that next set of bars, you know what I mean? Going into the hook, going into the verse, it just gives it like a real bigger feel to the whole track. And so then I just kind of wanted to add like a texture to the beat, you know what I'm saying, to kind of fill it up. It's something you really can't hear, but it kind of adds more of a fullness to the whole entire track. And so that's what I did right here. So that's kind of back there behind the whole track, but you really can't hear it, but you can feel it. And your ear probably wouldn't even catch it if I didn't tell you it was there, but it still gives a lot of character to the beat because, like I said, it kind of fills it up. It kind of fills up different frequencies. It kind of keeps the beat warm. You know what I mean? Kind of like rounds it out. It definitely helps, but it's just kind of low back there, just adding to the beat. So that is that. And then the last thing that I added was the synth line for the hook. I'm gonna play that solo, and then from there I'm gonna play everything in the whole entire hook. So I'm gonna play the synth line solo. Just something over top to complement everything else in the beat, and it kind of gives it that Sacramento West Coast feel, you know what I mean? A lot of beats that kind of have this vibe have a synth line to go over the top to kind of just round everything out, so that's what I did here. I use Expand for that. So as far as the sounds go, that's pretty much the whole beat, and then I arranged it. I did a verse and a hook, and then another verse, another hook, and kind of made an outro, and that's pretty much the beat. So I'm gonna play the whole verse going into the hook. Slap, you know what I'm saying? So from here, like I said, I brought in the hi-hats at the 5th bar to kind of give it more of a build. Brought in the mid strings on the second half of the verse, along with the vocals and the piano melody. And like I said, here the texture's up here, you don't even hear it, but you feel it, you know what I mean? It kind of gives it like a more round feel. Brought the high strings in, and then we got the hook. Got that vibe, like tell your story over it, talk your shit, you know what I mean? Timpani drums, and back to the verse. So yeah, man, I definitely can hear somebody like a Sacramento rapper, Bay Area rapper, somebody from California. I mean, somebody, even like an East Coast cat, I can hear like a Dave East over this, you know what I mean? Like ultimately a beat like this is all up to the artist. Really anybody can get on the South artist, East Coast artist, but it's definitely got a Sacramento vibe to it. And I think it's a strong beat, man. So I definitely wanted to break it down and show you guys how I made it. But that's pretty much it for this one. If you want to lease the beat, I will have the link to the beat in the description. If you have any questions about how I made this beat, go ahead and drop your comments. I will answer your question. Also, let me know what artists you hear on this beat, man. What type of artist could you hear? Give me a name. Let me know what y'all think. I definitely feel like this beat is a strong beat. I feel like it's a storytelling beat. I feel like it got some hard elements to it, but it also has like a melodic feel to it with the piano. Somebody could really tell their story over this, man. I feel like it's a storytelling beat, but it's also a hard beat. I feel like it's dope, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like the video, comment on the video, and we're gonna rock out like that, man. StealthTheProducer.com, man. Let's go.